Okay, you guys, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to connect my internet. So I'll wait for you guys to get the notification again. If you're watching the replay and you don't want to hear my rambling, darling, fast forward. But I have to wait for Facebook to give my audience a notification. How you guys doing on this Wednesday? I am in feminine CEO mode. You guys, if you don't have my course on how to be a feminine CEO, you need to get it. It's all about your money, honey. It's all about your money. Girl, that's all my food? Yep. Why do I look greedy? Oh my God! Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Y'all, I got a bag of food. It's crab legs in here. It's lobster in here. It's corn in here. And I think they put some sausages up in here. I'm here at the crusty crab. No, the juicy crab. I'm thinking about SpongeBob. I got enough food. This gonna be my dinner, my lunch and dinner, honey. Y'all wanna come to lunch with me? Who wanna come to lunch with me? You wanna come to lunch? Girl, you said I look greedy. You didn't tell me I'm gonna look greedy.
You said you want to nibble on it for a few days.
Yeah, I'm gonna nibble on it for a few days. Yes, ma'am. So I'm definitely gonna eat this. Thank you so much. Oh, I need my bib. Yes, I can't mess up. And my gloves. Thank you, ma'am. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, y'all. All right, thank you. Okay, well, I'm gonna put my food. Okay, I put my food for a second so I can talk to you really quick. So, the title of this video is "Duh, What You Want Is on the Other Side." So I'm in business mode today. I have my books and papers, and it's been a it's been a great week, crazy week, but a great week. So, even now that I'm working with a business coach helping me do some things and make some certain moves that I want to make and go to that next level, I realize that there's a lot of things that we want, but it's on the other side of us walking in what we are called to do. So for instance, being an asset woman means that you can have fear, but fear doesn't consume you. So you go to the other side. You keep moving. You keep pursuing your dreams or whatever it is that you want. What you don't do is try to make, okay, here it is. I'm going to crack somebody on the head right quick. You don't try to be the same you that you've been to get a different result. What you want, the man that you want, the life that you want, the better health that you want, the money you want, the successful business you want is all on the other side of you being the person that you're called to be and living in your purpose. You can go around in circles all your life trying to get to this thing that you see in your head. But until you decide to become something other than what you've been, because what you've been hasn't gotten you the results. I hear people say, no, be who you are and somebody will love you just for you. It's a point, but then there's the other side of that. Who you've been is what's gotten you the result that you have. Do you like the result that you have? And the person that you've been 9 times out of 10, especially for women, we've been people that we've created ourselves to be, and we're not even being who we actually are. So is being the counterfeit you, the one that you've grown into and you wear like a sock every single day, is that getting you the result that you want? If your answer is no, then it's time for you to be brave enough to come over to the other side. A lot of you reach out to me about relationships and you say, well, why can't I meet this kind of guy and this is what I want? And here's my advice. Come over to the other side. The more you become and you spend time becoming what I call an asset woman, a woman that's about her faith, a woman that's about her finances, a woman that's about her fitness, her femininity, and her family and her faith, that's when you open yourself up to even receive something different. You can't receive anything different as long as you are being the same person. You want this amazing man in your life, but you're never going to get him because you won't go over to the other side and be the type of woman that the kind of man you want would actually want. Am I making sense? Am I making sense to you? Let me know if I'm making sense. Like, girl, you're making sense. And I think what we've done is we don't hold people accountable for anything or hold them responsible for their actions. We don't hold them responsible for the words that they say. we don't give them any expectation. And it's time to have an expectation of yourself. So the man that you want, the man that you so desire, that you visualize about, that part of you really don't believe he exists, but, well, a big part of you don't believe he exists, but maybe 5% of you believe he does because you've got a glimmer of hope. I'm here to tell you, the more you become an asset woman, the more you become a woman who's happy within herself, who knows where she wants to go, who's not afraid to go there, you start to become a magnet to not just the type of man that you want in your life, but the type of relationships for women that you want in your life, the business opportunities. You start to attract that to you. So you can't say you want attract a different type of man if you're not willing to be a different type of woman. When I decided that I wanted a different caliber of man, I didn't go looking for him or going to places where I thought he was, right? That's not what I did. What I said was, what type of woman do I need to be to attract that type of man? Because that is who I really am at my core. So maybe I need to get down to the nitty gritty and spend some time with me. You know? If you have not spent time with yourself, if you don't know who you are at your core, if you wavering, if you are a woman that is unhappy all the time, a woman that is combative and argumentative and got to have the last word, you're not wise with what you say, you don't have wisdom and when to be quiet and when to speak. Not saying you have to be weak, because remember, I always teach you, sweet doesn't equal weak, baby. I'm very sweet, but I'm far from weak. I've just learned how to be wise in what I do versus having to feel like, I got to read somebody and I got to let him know. No, I don't have to let him know anything, because a wise woman chooses her battles, We don't have anything to prove. We're not in competition. Yes, we are about making our money, but our money doesn't run us. We control it. Yes, we are about being educated on whatever level, be it self-development courses, be it college, be it vocational, be it on-the-job training. We are about that. We're about being smart women. But guess what? That still does not define who we are. So like I always tell you, you go into the table talking about, I want to be this kind of man or this caliber of man, but you're bringing to him the same thing that he already has. So you need to cultivate the other side. Once again, the title of this video, what you want is on the other side of you being the woman that you are supposed to be. Stop saying that, these men ain't ish. They don't want this, they don't want that. And you're constantly presenting the same stuff. You're presenting the same stuff to a type of man that you don't want. So I'm saying, just like I tell the fellas, instead of picking the low-hanging fruit women and trying to make her an asset woman, just upgrade yourself, your thinking, your spirituality, your integrity, your character. Make sure your word is your bond. Make sure that you put in the effort. Make sure that you put in the consistency, and just go get an asset woman instead of needing that psychological drama, fighting back and forth with somebody that you're trying to take to that next place. Once you become a better man, meaning go to the other side, you attract better women. Once you become a better woman, you attract better men. So let me ask you this. How important is it to you to attract what you want into your life? How does it feel not having it right now? You don't have what you want right now because you're not positioning yourself to go to the other side. And that's a lesson that I had to learn as well. What I desire is on the other side of me being great. And not making any apologies for being great. I get it. And I'm saying the same thing to you. That man that you want, that you desire so much, that loving, caring guy. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. There's such thing. You can have the perfect partner, but not the perfect person. The perfect partner is nothing more than merely somebody that is perfect for you, flaws and all. Okay? No one is without flaws, but there's a perfect partner for you. But in order to get to that, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, have I been the perfect, the perfect partner? If I haven't, can I really ask for something and I'm not willing to come on the other side to become the woman that I need to be, to that kind of woman, because I think I already know. You can't do that and then see people that do that, all they do is they complain. They like to complain and say, well, you know what, these women out here ain't this, these men out here ain't. No, it's not that. It's Do we have issues and when it comes to, the single life and this new age way of thinking? Yeah, there's things, there's some issues here and there, but at the same time, you start to manifest what you desire once you come on the other side. Once you decide to go on the other side, meaning you decide to become an asset woman, you decide to be wise, you decide to, cultivate your faith and your spirituality. You decide to take control of your money, meaning you make a commitment to yourself of what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, and you start to be loyal to you. Then you start attracting what it is that you say you want. But it's always on the other side of where you are right now. So if your money not right, you need to go get my course, The Feminine CEO, how to use your feminine energy to tap into your creativity to start to generate income now. You need to get my course. It's only $47. If you have a problem with the way that you think and getting to the other side, you really need my Manifest course, how to change the way that you think in order to create the love, life, and abundance that you want. It wasn't until I changed the way that I thought that I started to think I had superpowers to create whatever it is that I needed in my life. And I've been doing that. And then there's certain things that I want. Let me explain something to you. There's certain things that I desire, right? And I have been trying to get it my way, right? But God really let me know, and not even, just in my meditation time, but even with my business coaches that I have and my accountability partners, April, this piece of what you desire, this is a big thing right here for you. But guess what? You're never going to get it until you go to the other side. And I was kicking and screaming, I don't want to go to the other side. I don't want to, I'm doing all of this stuff right now. I'm paying coaches several thousands of dollars a month to help me get to this next place that I claim I want to be. But then I was like, no. And I was wondering, okay, what's taking so long for this area and this right here? Well, that area of my life is connected to my next level because I'm going to have to go deeper in it one day. But I so had the aha moment about that. And it's the same with you. What you want, the man you want, the type of woman you want is on the other side of you saying yes. It's on the other side of that. It's on the other side. So when will you say yes? When will you say, you know what? I desire an awesome relationship, a fulfilling relationship that bad that I'm willing to become the woman I need to be and go to the other side. I'm ready to stop placing blame. I'm ready to let go of what my ex did, and I'm ready to let go of not having closure. I'm ready of letting go of what I saw, the type of relationships I saw growing up. I believe that there's something better for me. I believe that I can have a loving and amazing relationship with an amazing man who adores me. Now, holla at your girl when you're ready to get to that, when you get at that point. It's only when your pain is outweighing the pleasure that you want. If you could live the rest of your life by yourself the way that you are right now, would you be okay with that? Or is it worth you stretching yourself and going through the emotional pain that comes with change to get that relationship that you want, to get the finances that you want, to launch that business, whatever it is that you want? Because if you're saying I'm constantly having money problems, wouldn't it be worth it to you to get with somebody, buy a book, take a course, go on YouTube or whatnot, and commit? Not only do those things, but commit to it to get your money right. The reason why your money isn't right is because you're not committing to anything. My dear friend and sister, Marshawn Evans, says, cash comes after clarity. Once you get clarity, the cash comes. So if you're struggling with money, honey, it's because you are not, number one, it's your relationship with money. Number two, is that you believe that you've learned how to function in lack, so you don't really think you really need much. And number three, in my opinion, would be you're not really ready to make a commitment to yourself. So you rather complain about what you don't have versus going to become a money magnet. Asset women, we are money magnets, baby. We don't chase money, we attract it, sweetheart. Because we use our femininity to sit down and to create. And when we flow in our femininity and we're quiet, we're in a peaceful place, and our spirit is peaceful, we're happy, we get more clarity. I mean, I promise you, the ideas that I get are overwhelming to the point that I can't even dang near write them all down. I have to sometimes record them, and that's when I'm in a peaceful state and my mind isn't wandering. I'm understanding that I am a feminine woman, and as a feminine woman and as women, what do? We receive. So once you are in that feminine space where you are at peace and you have no distractions, downloads start to come to you on what business ideas, or how can I make more money on my job, or like I met with one of our board members today, and she said, Miss April, I'm not really an entrepreneur type. And I said, well, you don't have to, all asset women aren't entrepreneurs. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to be an asset woman, but what you do have to do is have other resources coming in, meaning you could sit back and say, entrepreneurship really isn't for me, but guess what? Them clothes you have in your closet, like I told her, clothes you have in your closet, sell that and put some extra money to the side. So no, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. I suggest that women have something on the side going on, but entrepreneurship may not be full-fledged for you, but definitely have something going on, whether it's renting out your place Airbnb, whether it's selling some stuff in the garage, whatever you got to do. Ask that woman always got some money to the side, baby. I'm just saying. So when daddy does hit a hard time, if he does, she's not panicking. Why? Because a wise woman builds her house, not just with her mouth, but also with her resources. When daddy hit hard times or something go wrong, it's like, oh, babe, don't trip. We ain't broke, honey. What you mean, babe? No, baby, we ain't broke. Our mama appreciate everything that you have done for this family. So while you were providing and protecting the family, mama was out there making it happen too. And so we okay. We got at least 6 months to a year's worth of reserves is what we have. Okay? That's what an asset woman does. So you don't have to be an entrepreneur. Like I told my board member today, you don't have to be, because she said, that's not really my thing. Don't have to be, but you do have to be a woman that has something else going on other than a paycheck, because there's no such thing as job security, baby. No such thing. So if you want to be on the other side, there's something you have to do different. If you want a better man, be a better woman. Stop placing the blame and making him pay for what Shouty in the past did. Okay? No longer can you do that. There are amazing men out there, and I know sometimes we got to kiss some frogs and we got to weed through them, but they are out there. The more and more we become and we rise up, shameless plug, make sure you join me July 21st for the Will the Asset Women Please Rise Up, an intimate evening with April Mason on July 21st. Tickets are on sale now for 20th and 21st. We have the the elite VIP tickets for Friday night, and then we have the regular tickets on Saturday. So make sure you join me. But as I was saying, as soon as you decide to rise up and be the woman that you were supposed to be, that is when you start attracting what you want. See, you're trying to not do the work, but you want the result. That's not how it works. You can't get the result that you want if you're not willing to do the work. Because who you are right now, if you knew what to do, you would be doing it and you would get the results that you want. But you don't want it bad enough. You don't want it bad enough. So ask yourself, how much longer do I want to go in my life without having a great man in my life? How long do I want to hold on to pain? How long do I want to hold on to fear? How long do I want to keep telling people I want to, but I'm afraid. I don't know how to let go. Hell, he didn't let go of you. So why you can't let go, honey? I'm sorry. So why are you holding on to things and people that have let you go? I don't understand that. Why? The more you become an asset woman, you rise up in your self-esteem, you rise up in your confidence, you rise up in believing in yourself, you rise up in changing the way you think, your belief systems, and how you feel about what you believe and think. That, sweetheart, is when and only then you will become the woman that can attract what she wants into her life. It's on the other side of you saying, I want more, and I want it now. Being an asset woman can happen for you now because it starts up here. But you have to make that mindset shift. It's so important. I'll post the link to the course. That's one of my most popular courses. And it's about over an hour long, but it's very impactful, and it will change the trajectory of your life if you let it. Just look at the comments. The folks in the comments will let you know I have the course. So I would suggest that if you're having a problem with getting to the other side, get that course. Invest in that course. It's only $97. Invest in that course and listen to the MP3, watch the video, and do the workbook. and listen to the MP3 every single day until it gets in your head, okay? I give you the secrets that I use to manifest the life that I like. I mean, I'm enjoying myself. I never thought, and I was talking to my board member today, and I said, you know what? I know some people lie and act like they're really happy and everything is going in their favor. I said, but I gotta say, I'm an empty nester. I'm dating. I'm changing the structures of my business. When I wake up in the morning, you guys, first thing I do is, okay, now, if you are my Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, you know this information. But the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I say, good morning, honey. And even though there's nobody there, I give my husband a kiss and I ask him, did he sleep well? You got to join the VIP Academy to make sure you learn what I'm talking about, to go more in depth about what I'm talking about, okay? But my life is really good. Like, I'm really at a happy place. Now, do I get down sometimes? Yes, I'm human. But if I'm really honest, my life is good. I'm not hungry. I ain't missing no meals. My bills are paid. I mean, like, it's like, once I went to the other side at that level, now it's time for me to go to the other side of a higher level. Once I did that, I started seeing things totally flip out. And it's like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I started thinking I was a superhero that had superpowers. So before my food get cold, y'all, because look here, they got me looking real hungry right now. Well, real greedy. This is a bunch of crab. This 2 pounds of crab legs, and it's some lobster in there, some corn, and some potatoes. And I think they put some little sausages in there here at the Juicy Crab. Miss Grant said, VIP ladies, I love you. I love my VIPers so much. I'm watching them transform. I'm watching them get engaged. And I have a couple weddings to go to. You know, I'm watching them become asset women and learning how to value themselves. And I'm watching what's happening. And I get inbox messages all the time saying, Miss April, okay, I can't believe this happened. And I'm like, you know what? And they're thanking me, but I have to say, I didn't do the work. I just presented you with the opportunity to learn something different, to do things in a different way. I am happy that you applied it, you know, and you see the results of it. So all you got to do is make the choice to come to the other side. Come to the other side, Caroline. You just have to make the choice to come to the other side, okay? So let me go get my food. I hope that you got something out of this because I have a lot of paperwork here that I got to get to. And then I have to watch the game tonight. So I got to find out where I'm watching the game. Game 3, because my word is going to do the doggone thing again. But I wanted to share that with you. It's time for you to go to the other side. It's time for you to stop worrying about why you're not getting what you want. And what you want is on the other side. And there's levels to it. Once I went to the other side of my business, and I ain't gonna lie to you guys, and I told you this before, I never wanted to be famous. My reason for playing small for so long, and I know I do my Facebook videos, and I know I'm internet famous. I get that. But my reason for not going full-fledged and operating in my greatness is because I honestly can tell you, I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted anybody in my business. I wanted to have a loving relationship, and we live off on the countryside somewhere, and we have a vacation home somewhere in La Jolla, California, and one in New York, and somewhere in Martha's Vineyard. That's what I wanted, just a peaceful life. However, the more I continued to play small, the harder it was for me to get that part of what I wanted, because I continued to play small. And so I was in the store the other day, and a guy walks up to me. Hey, Eric, if you're watching. I was in the grocery store, and he walks by, and he comes back, and he said, are you April Mason? And you do a show? I said, yes, sweetheart, I do. He said, I just want to say thank you, because it's because of your videos that I kept going. And I said, what do you mean? He said, I was homeless, living up under the Atlanta bridges, and I was able to see your content, and your content kept me going. And I said, wow, you know, and so hearing things like that, and you guys say in my inbox, I may not always get to respond, because I get 200-300 messages a week and on this page, so I may not be able to respond, but I really love when you guys send me that, letting me know that what I'm teaching and sharing, you're applying and it's working for you. That gives me the motivation to keep pushing. So for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't want to go to the other side because I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want to be famous. Like, here to go to the little black girl talking about not being a boss chick, stop being strong and independent. A lot comes with that, you know. That's why I respect those that are in the public eye, because when you're in the public eye, you know, people can make you have their own opinion. You can scrutinize you, and I'm like, no, I got my kids, my grandkids. I don't know. But at the end of the day, when you understand what your life purpose is, it's this, you know, it's a part of it. So, you know, I had to learn that, April, what you desire, the relationship that you desire, your, you know, how you want to go live on the countryside with some horses, it's connected to you going to the other side and being great, and stop worrying about, you know, whether you want to be famous or not. You know, my board member said today, regardless of what you want, it's too late. And so, and I believe these years have kept me humble because I'm not really pressed. I have a mission in life, and I've accepted the purpose of what I'm supposed to do, and helping women to rise up and become more asset. The more that we rise up and become interdependent women, not independent women, women that are wise, women that are resilient, but also women that understand the power of having a good man in her life, understanding that she can become her best self with the right kind of love, understanding that you can be successful and you can have a successful, fulfilling relationship as well too. I had to get to that point. So if the feminists gonna throw rocks at me and tomatoes, and those that want to constantly say I'm strong and independent and I got my coins, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I had to get to a place where I was okay with that, you know. And I told my team, I said, I got too many asset women out there that's got my back, that feel the same way, that, you know what, they can push, but baby, we gonna push back, because the more we become asset women, the more we train our daughters, the more we start raising the standard that we've lowered of how men are going to treat us. So if that means these bad bitches and boss chicks want to come after me, I'm a strong, independent woman, I can do what I want, then you know what, our tribe, our asset crew, we gonna rise up and we gonna push back, because it's time. And I had to get to a place where I said, it's time. April, you have the platform. And you don't want to be strong and independent. You don't want to be a woman that has to do it all by herself just because she's had to. Yeah, you're smart. Yeah, you're educated. You got your it together. But what someone told me, someone told it to me, but it's also in the movie Mahogany. You know, what's success if you don't have anybody to share it with? And we have gotten so far into success that and making stuff happen, that when we come to the table with men, we're giving them something that they already have. They don't want that. They want a smart woman and intelligent, but they also crave a feminine woman because they don't have that. That's not who they are. They want that safe place. They want to be able to lay in your lap and be vulnerable. At the end of the day, we have to create that safe place within us first before we can give it to anybody else. And it has to be an everyday thing. It has to be a part of your lifestyle. What I teach is not just to attract a man. Now that's a part of it, but I want you to be an asset woman for yourself first, and then the bonus is you attract an amazing man into your life that can actually appreciate you. Because fellas, y'all got to get some help too, because the more I'm teaching women how to be asset women, you know, you guys are so used to the bad chicks and boss bitches and confrontations and conflict and combativeness and dysfunction that when you run across a woman that is an asset woman, she's not doing all those things, you don't know how to handle it. Okay? You don't know how to handle it. So we have to start conditioning you to deal with that type of woman like we conditioned you to deal with the strong, independent woman. Okay, y'all program. Y'all know what to say. Y'all know how to respond. Y'all know how to do all of that to that woman. Well, we don't want to be her no more. We don't want our men calling us strong anymore. We don't want to be strong. We don't want to be strong. We want you to be the strong one for us, and we want to have your back when you are, when you're weak. That's what we want. You know. So we've gotten it twisted, and as I talk to my business coaches, and I'm like, I don't know, the people gonna throw tomatoes at me because you got this little black girl that be talking this stuff that we don't see African American women talking about. But it's not just for African American women; it's women across the board. Because I have women that are not African American. That's like, oh my God, I'm not black, Miss April, but I've been that strong, independent woman, combative woman, and in control woman. Come on, girl, all y'all, we can do it. But we have to be willing to go to the other side, okay? So love you guys. Have a great day. I hope I see you in in July. And in June, my birthday is coming up, but I'm having a party the Friday before my birthday here in Atlanta, and I would love to have you here. It's at the St. James Live. You can go to aprilmason.com/AMB-Day, and you can get your tickets. And make sure you get your tickets for the Willie Asset Women Please Rise, an intimate evening with April Mason going down in Atlanta. I won't be doing any other cities unless someone books me there. I'm putting this event on myself, and it's going down July 20th and 21st. On the 20th, it's only for 10 women, though. 10. Just 10 women, and I want you in the building. And then on the next night, y'all is going down. There'll be tears. There'll be aha moments. Somebody's going to get called. A couple folks will get called in the hot seat. I'm just saying, you never know. You never know what will happen or who will show up at an April Mason event. So I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Go to the other side.